It's got fantasy, it's got thrill, it's got adventure. Sudip sir, how long did the script take? How long did it take to make this film?
लाइट बढ़ा दो सर थोड़ा लाइट बढ़ा दो
Anup, why don't you answer that question?
Well, it took me a year to write the script and then one more year to refine it. So to get it to the shape that is it right now.
Wow, can we have just the greatest applause? It took you a we'll get it increased.
Yes.
So I was just saying that now the whole world of movies has changed. It's not about one industry that is based in the West or the South, but all these films that have become pan-India films where language is no barrier. I saw the trailer plate. It says, releasing in Kannada, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam and Hindi. Now, we talk about the films that have become these pan-India films. I'll just name them so that everybody gets a feel of it. Pushpa never had this kind of a trailer launch. RRR had a trailer launch, it was done on a big scale. The film KGF also did not have this big a trailer launch. Vikram, Kamal sir's film, had a launch like that. You just had an entire performance, on the ground floor when you were coming up. What is the thought when you're putting this film out in such a big manner, in all the languages?
Yeah, I guess if you're going to a five-star restaurant and paying such a bill, you need such a platter, right? So I guess if we do not respect our own film that it is big, and if we do not look at our own lives that it is big, who else will? So this is a big film because we started big, we had a bigger idea, bigger thought, and that's exactly how we want to present it. That's exactly the result. When we're looking forward to a bigger results, I think that's the best approach is to go the way we want to.
Jacqueline, you've traveled the entire length and breadth of India now through your movies. You've done a lot of Hindi movies. You've now done a film which is also originally in Kannada, but it's going to be a pan-India film. Just tell me, how different is the scale? Like just looking at that song, the number of dancers, the kind of set that has been put up. When you walk onto a set like that, it's not just a Hindi film set. Forget about which language it is in. With someone like him, who's such a huge star, does it overwhelm you?
It does. Honestly, after all of the work I've even done over all these years, when I walked onto the Vikrant Rona set for Rakama, I was in shock because this was 2021 post-second wave, and the precautions they took, the amount of work they put into making sure everybody was safe, everything was handled well. I felt like there was 1,000 people on that set. It really was magnanimous. It was very surreal. I couldn't believe it. I keep talking, about how the set had every single perfection in it. It was grand. It was crazy. But one thing I want to mention about the way they have done the trailer launch, and I experienced this also while I was shooting for Rakama, was everything for them in this film and the way they're working, this entire team, is like a celebration. So even when I was there, it was like every single person on that set, the 1,000 of us, from the lighting to spot to visual effects, everything, they were all having a really good time, and we were, as you saw, the song was really, really big, and there was so much to do and a lot of hard work to put into it, but still people were smiling, having fun. Pack up was, it was like, oh, okay, but great, we did a great day of work, and it was, honestly, kudos to them because they're the captains, and they really put it all together. So thank you so much, Sudip sir, thank you so much, Anup, thank you Ken for having me as, a part of this film, and really it's, a great kind of way to enter to Kannada industry, and I really had such a great time.
Ankara, I'm just going to pick up all the words that Jacqueline used. She said it was grand, it was a celebration, you're the producer, everything costs money, but just how many sleepless nights did you have? Because when you look at the trailer, the kind of scale that has been mounted on, just what was your thought when you had started with this film? What was Anoop's idea?
I'll just intervene in between. My producer is my friend, my manager also, Jack Mahai. Jack Manju, he's had multiple fractures on his leg, so that's why he's not traveling. So he's my co-producer, Mr. Alankar. He's representing him, just,
Yeah. So Alanga, just when you're a producer on a film, and when the director has such a grand vision, what is it on the mic?
Basically, what happened was like all the work was on Sudip's and Jack's shoulder. It's only that I came into the part because I want to be part of this kind of big movie. Jack, if you look at it, he's little. If you see him, he's a little short, but his way of thinking is way above. So he's a guy who came about 2 years back, and so I want to do something, a teaser on Burj Khalifa. That's what his idea. So his ideas are like that. And good thing is like when Invenio Origin, though it's a Singapore and a Dubai-based company, it's the first time we're venturing into India. It was earlier Invenio Films India was a production arm of Invenio Origin, but Invenio Origin is the first movie in terms of Vikrant Rona. So we want our international presence also to be part of this movie. So coming about all the grandeur and everything, it's all because of Mr. Sudip and Mr. Jack, and enhanced by Jacqueline, and then Anu Bandari. That's all. So I basically lended a hand towards them. That's how it has been, and I've been safe. That's all I can say.
And that presence is looking absolutely fantastic, right? Members of the media, I'm done with my questions. The microphone will be passed to you.